Is our pick of piles. It is Sunday and we're going to get right into it. We don't waste no time on here. We're going to get started with your first pile. So this is the booklet for the pile today. Okay, and I just kind of messed up the order, but here we go. We start off with a bicycle from the Stranger Things Oracle. The actual first one was diamond. It got out of place here on my table, so I'm going to start over again. It was actually like this. This is the booklet for today. So this is what's upcoming, okay? The title of the pick-up piles is upcoming. It's the energy that you can manifest. You can include this in your life. Of course, a lot of it is just going to depend on free will and how people interact with you. So let's get started. We have diamond up first. You could be the diamond in somebody's life. It reads, and I'm just going to read you the interesting quote. It says, "You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Something can be entering your life as well as an addition, or you're just including this diamond-like feeling. Maybe you're the diamond in the rough." So first card out, I'm going to put them all here so we could see the energy together. We have the Empress card. It's scratched up from my cat Fiona about 3 years ago. The Empress speaks of somebody who's all four queens. Sometimes more significant queens pop out for the Empress card, like she could be more of the Queen of Cups some days. She could be more of the Queen of Pentacles at some, but overall she's an Empress for a reason. And so today we have that beautiful yellow card from the Light Seers. So far, Taurus and Libra energy, we have a diamond here. Okay, so you could be waiting to unleash this, or you could be with child. You could be expecting your baby. Congratulations if that's so. That's the energy here so far. So let's keep going. I see some synchronicities already. The Empress could be receiving a diamond in the future. Maybe this is a ring or a proposal. So far, I'm going to tell you all the little key hints. Fire rat, the light and shadow side of a person. The light and shadow side from the 60 Elements Chinese Zodiac Oracle, or the Zodiac Oracle. She has sun-like qualities in the back of both photos. So if you resonate with pile number 1 today, she has sun in the back of her, seemingly in the sunset, hitting the belly there. And then it's also here in the fire rat, which means you're looking at both light and shadow aspects of yourself at this time, maybe even doing like heavy shadow work. One of the questions you can ask yourself during shadow work is, how did I grow up? Was I happy when I was younger or a small child? So also the light attributes. I'm doing really well at my job right now. I'm seeking a promotion. So those are the good and the bad that are coming into this read. Of course, you're looking at also the dark past with that. If you have one, or if you have some sort of tale here that just didn't end into a fairy tale, there's a sunrise actively happening. And I think this is somebody coming to an enlightenment period. A lot of you could have an awakening that's ending. It's coming to a conclusion. So pile number 1, I think that's what's going on for you today. The table, hard work ahead. Table with your very first tea leaf from here. There could be a lot of rough moments, coming home and feeling extremely exhausted. Maybe some of you turn on the TV when you get home and you're completely depleted. However, this Empress is working really, really hard behind the scenes. Okay, I do see here a set, like a movie set in my visions of somebody creating while even there's exhaustion. So this Empress working very, very hard. We're going to check both stories with tarot today and share your gifts. Share your gifts with the fire tiger. This is the year of the dragon, 2024. But I do think there's an inner tiger in you that is popping out already. I feel like it's noticed by family members. I think it's even picked up by your kids at times. And I think that inner strength is highlighting in this divine feminine energy. If you're a divine feminine right now, you're opening your eyes to the collective. There's a special thing happening with DF energy. It's making people hear. Okay, and I think that's why all of these colors are so vibrant and fiery. You could also be a fire sign watching today, or you have it in your chart. So that tiger, and it's going to come a time where people are shown this. They're going to see the real you. It's coming to be about that time. I think Aquarius into Pluto. The one with the bike, let's do that. It is the 9 of spokes. Okay, 9 of spokes is the 9 of cups, which is that happy, content, but very alone in that card space. You see that the bike is highlighted there as if it's a happy place for this person. You could have certain things right now in your life, the little details that you come home to. Maybe it's making a very fresh cup of Colombian coffee or just making a meal from scratch. You're in a content place because you're about to unleash either emotions, a huge project, or even unveil something. It's like a project is coming into this story, and it's very, very unveiled, like it needs to come out for either the masses to see or even for you to share with other people. So much in the cognitive space about sharing with others. Reaching out is the last card. It's like the Eight of Wands from the Fairies Oracle. He's looking like he's coming toward her and she's about to reject the message, or it's coming in. It says expect a call or a text from your specific person of interest. So Eight of Wands, let's look at this story. I'm going to take a couple of moments and meditate here on what's going on. So far we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards that could be very telling of what's upcoming. We do sense here a project is coming to play, whether you're doing this on your free time. Some of you could be setting up your own channel or your platforms here and starting to come out. There is, like, I pick up a Page of Swords. I do. I sense somebody is very, very much in admiring what your project might be or what you work on quietly. There could be a curiosity here from this person. It's also coming in as a masculine in the reading, but it doesn't have to. You can switch the roles, of course. So Fire Tiger, let's look at that first. I think it's very telling of what's coming into play. We're going to grab the Light Seers, Justice at the bottom of the deck for you. You've shown up here in your very own reading, Libra, if that's you or you have a placement. Some of you are Libra risings, so this story is going to definitely be a 3D access into the Nine of Cups. If you're a moon sign, these are your emotions. If you're a Libra sun, this is showing on the outside of yourself. Okay, so traversely, that's how you look at it. Sun, moon, and rising are very telling of what's going on in the current. Empress and the Fire Tiger. What does that mean for the next phase? 5 of Cups. You're either actively getting over this 5 of Cups today, or it's been going on. A regret or a loss. Somebody feels like the Empress is at a loss at this time, so it could be environmental too. There's a change going on. There's a changing of guard that I feel with reading number 1. And it's time to let your sun rise. I think this is for the you. This is all about you in reading number 1. So Fire Rat. Also, you could really love to go outside on your patio, I'm sensing, and watch the water or the thistles of the water kind of rise if you live near water. If you don't and you just go outside, exercise plenty, and you're an Empress that takes care of their body, I see also like watching the sunsets and sunrises are really important for you. So getting over a 5 of Cups time. Can I see the Fire Rat? 9 of Wands today. 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. We have respect for the wounded warrior because they have traveled very far and they've gone through many things. I think a past relationship specifically is coming into this reading saying you've survived it. Survivor can be added to your title. And maybe you transmuted the energy to something creative. In video 1, I see that somebody still wants to call you. So you're portraying this on the outside like a survivor. And I can't put it any better than that because it's showing that your strength is even coming out in your beauty, Libra, in reading number 1. Influencing factors of pile number 1. High Priestess, okay? Your intuition has been a great guard, saving you from things even currently happening. So let's say an incident that you didn't feel right about recently. You listened to that gut instinct. The first thing that we're born with is listening to our instinct. And it led you astray from even new things happening that could have been chaotic, destructive. You've been guarded and protected in this particular energy. Very good. High Priestess. Also, it's the second major arcana. So it's very important that it's coming in today as a healed effort. Also, her highlighted space here on her forehead is huge because the moon sits there, and that's her divine intuition. Somebody like a guide, I'm picking up a guide is coming in to show you that it's meant for the struggle to show you a lesson. It's meant to teach you something about someone in your life who played a pivotal role. You can't be the Empress without it, basically, okay? You can't be this female-oriented figure, and even if you have feminine traits, you can't be this without the struggle. Beautiful. That came in really strong, so I got goosebumps in this cold room. All right, influencing a little bit more. What else was in this story? Okay, I feel like there's an invitation coming in from a younger person, a Page of Wands. They're very excited about the idea of you and having space here where both of you could kind of run amok. I feel that they want to take you on an adventure. This person feels like you need it and you also deserve it. I think there's a rewarding person coming to the Empress's aid, maybe a very good friend or somebody to talk to in that Page of Wands. Also, they deliver messages as well, Page of Wands people. So let's get that second card, King of Cups. It could be a divine masculine or a masculine at that. I think it's here, it's not only attraction building for the King of Cups. Somebody feels a specific tense for this Empress. They've watched her grow, sometimes even grow up. If you guys were a young couple, this King of Cups has watched someone become a ladybug to an immense flower. And I think that's what's going on here, is this person is becoming a huge, huge rose. That struggle, though, plays a big part of the story. A lot of the heartbreak is why this person has excelled in reading one. What's coming up for this Empress that started off the reading? Page of Cups, a potential apology. Now, we can't rewind cards. I just wanted to let you know. Sometimes people say, well, why do you have to read the Page of Cups in a reading? It's because it's coming out in the energy, okay? So we do have an apology or someone younger. The pages are all youthful. And he is structured on sharing something with the Empress. Could be information. It could also be a reality check type of deal. Page of Cups could be coming to talk to the Empress. That's what's upcoming. First card, you also have another page too. Second card for the news the Empress is receiving, a King of Pentacles. There's two people here for her. Two people want to be present. I think it's going to shake up some things during Valentine's season, but it's also a relationship that's coming in from a King of Pentacles. Very stable energy, a person who works hard and is willing to share the reaps of those rewards that they've gotten. So we have a King of Pentacles. The energy coming from him is he wants to protect the Empress. I feel energy when it hits the table, and the protection is really strong coming from him. Okay? Before we go to pile number 2, it's less cards, but we're going to get the third one out. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. She wants happiness. She's only going as far as that will lend to, where people will be taking care of her here. It's not so much, it goes both ways. If this Empress is a definite Libra or a Taurus, they will be taking care of these new people in their life too. It could be more responsibilities because the 10 of Cups is family and it's home, but it's also about wish fulfillment. A big part of the card is wish fulfillment, feeling good about your atmosphere and building up your future. So it feels like the 10 of Cups. It feels like elite happiness. She will be working toward that, okay? But she'll want it to be reciprocal. There's 3 people in this dynamic. It could even be friends. King of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and also looking for that fulfillment. You might already be fulfilled in the Fire Rat. You might be seeing the beginnings of the abundance come to you in that sunrise that we saw in this oracle card. Okay, last card, because we do have to move on to pile number 2. An Emperor, a jumper that was significant here on the table, Aries. They could be an Aries coming in for a Libra, is one way you could read that. Or there is a more stable person. It could be the King of Pentacles, even anteing up in the next few weeks. So, and he becomes the Emperor in a sense. It's the 4th major arcana. You have the beginning of the majors rolling out in your reading. High Priestess, King of Pentacles is a major person. The Empress showing up too. Huge card, number 3. And, ooh, wait a second. I saw a synchronicity. I saw one. I caught it late, but I found it. Emperor and Empress, they match in vibration. It could be the beginning of a serious relationship with the sunrise, opening up the Empress's eyes to somebody who could fulfill some needs here. Also, this person can step up for the Empress as well. They could be an Aries. Doesn't have to be. They will just come in as an Emperor in a sense and be here for all the right reasons. Also, it's starting off in a new way where this Empress maybe didn't look at it or anticipate it as something being big in her life. And the 10 of Cups is elite happiness. So very good signs for what's upcoming. There could be an entrance here of a King of Cups who's highly emotional and will help her out as well. It's almost coming in as like he will complete her in the journey. I also see that at the very beginning, and the diamond could be a symbol of that relationship, probably here captured with a ring. And I want to leave it there. If you have additions to this story or you're going through pile number 1, let me know, okay? Because we're going to move on here, and that was the whole entire booklet. I'm going to move it over to the side, and we're going to start pile number 2 at 1528. King of Cups. I'm sorry, Knight of Cups. Goodness gracious. Not a king, it's a knight. The Knight of Cups with the horsey. He's waiting for either a romantic gesture. He's waiting for something new to begin with someone of his affections. And looking like starting off here with just the horse and the cup. A solo Knight of Cups is what I get immediately. And we're doing the reading slow, so let's feel it out together. We have Judgment, Major Arcana, okay, from the Light Seers, green card. A decision coming up for this single person. I think the Knight of Cups might be coming out as you, okay? 3 of Pentacles, working together, collaboration in the highest sorts, could be in the workplace, okay? 4th card now, 43. 43, Fire Horse, effortless vitality. 2 synchronicities so far. We have horses, okay? Major spirit animal in today's read, or it's taken you away from situations before in your life. Horses are about that type of stability, right? They're looked at and honored in a magical way in many stories. Takes away the princess. Also here, many of the princes arrive on horses, and it could be a knight. I'm getting like knight energy from this. 43 with effortless vitality. Could be someone's effortless chances to head toward you as well, like in a romantic way. That can be you too. So we will have to clarify that. We don't know if that could be you. You could have this romantic essence in your life while also doing a lot of work abilities, stretching your limbs here and trying to have that flow. There's kind of like a balance here, or you could be moving from something to another with that Judgment card. You could be deciding too, there's like a conflict of love and work here. It's a conflict of both. Let's see. Chemistry is next. There's a strong magnetic attraction. Can be anything, can be something toward what you do, your passions, or it's toward a human being. I feel like it's romantic and it's also your passions in reading number 2. It's both for me today. And you can share in the comments what this particularly led you to as well. I love when you guys do that because you view the readings differently. And I like the back and forth. This vitality too could be options and suitors coming up if you're watching this for romance, because the knights usually come in as horses, or they have some sort of flighty energy to come into a story in tarot. So you have those 2 cards basically, okay? 43 could mean something to you. It breaks to a 7 and the Knight of Cups. And your last card that tells the story, the 2 of Cups. Okay, so on some level, it does involve love. It does involve partnerships. 2 cards with partnership. 2 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. It's like you're putting your pentacles into the cup too to make it balanced. I'll show you again, Pentacles and Cups. Okay, all of them are about collaboration in a sense. So we go to clarification. Let's get started. This is going to be a long one, Libras. Usually our pick-a files, they're not short at all. They don't have anything short about them. Very, very detailed. So thank you for joining me this morning. We will also do a tally from the Knight of Cups, a daily draw for your energy today. So we're going to have a second reading after this. What's the Knight of Cups, please? Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. That divine masculine energy is heading towards a particular caring person. Somebody who thrives being caring and sensitive. Also, that could be your power as opposed to people thinking it's your weakness. The Queen of Pentacles is strong because she's holding the coin here, and she also shows it on the outside. So this Knight of Cups is, I think it's an admirer from around you. It's somebody who's going to be showing this week for you, upcoming. What's the next card for the Vitality card with the horse? Page of Swords. I told you guys, you can't even miss a beat because the Oracle will lead you in a particular direction. I truly believe that, even as a reader. Page of Swords, wanting interaction with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? He sees that he would be fulfilled with this type of energy in his life, and he's not backing down, if you notice. There is sort of an intrigue for her. There is a caring for her. Knight of Cups is caring. Also, they're a romanticist as well in the tarot. I feel like it's the most romantic card. I do. I think the Emperor is more controlly. He wants to look at all sides of the kingdom. The Knight of Cups is probably the most romantic advance. Okay, not even Knight of Swords is just coming blazing in. Knight of Cups would be that romantic offer. Okay, we do have a Page of Swords here. If you look, he gazes off into this card, a particular gazing off into the future, or he could be looking at the next card over. That's how I read sometimes. So if you see that entendre or the play for this particular Queen of Pentacles, he is seeking maybe even here her attention. Okay, I think it's more attention in part 2. Reading number 2, what's this chemistry card? I'll hold it up for you guys to embrace and kind of see the energy for yourselves. If you notice, they're cloaked. They could be coming from something very cold. Both of them wearing very heavy garb. The man is wearing a heavy blue coat. She's wearing almost a Red Riding Hood type of coat in this one. So let's see what's happening. To the Judgment card, please. What's that decision? Chemistry, it says. 6 of Wands, Leo energy. It's all about, like, for these two to connect, there has to be a victory here. Okay? I don't know what the Page of Swords sees as victory. It could be a relationship to her, or it could just mean to help her out. Like, it's almost like emotionally being there for her. Because I think this Queen of Pentacles comes off as a little hermity for me this morning. She has like a solo, single type of vibe. She's enjoying the monetary influences coming into her life, but she also comes off very single to me as a reader. I don't know if you guys caught that too, because he's very separated from her at the beginning of the read. Okay? Wanting success with the 6 of Wands. Excuse me there. Judgment, please. The next few signs. The Fool card. It's a darker Fool card. It means that there's a new beginning here. He's been injured. It kind of looks like he's been tattered. Lots of bandages there in the Fool card. So it's all about a new beginning. There's nothing here that has to be included from the past. The past is very boring to Queen of Pentacles. So she's going on with some type of like longing. She wants to feel something from this Knight of Cups, who she could potentially know in this story. Knight of Wands also is Sagittarius card. He comes in blazing with information, or he gets in touch with the Queen of Pentacles. Why? Can I just see why? Queen of Wands. A lot of attraction. They feel like they could build with this person. I'm getting that they can also build because she's secure. She can provide a success to their life. They already pre-see that. Okay, it's a precursor to approaching her. She's successful in their eyes. In some way, like even if it's personality traits, or she has something here where she's built an empire, the Queen of Wands, he's attracted to something that she has that's very special and quite unique from anything else he's seen. That's why it has to be success in this 6 of Wands. Does he want it? Sure. That's an intention right off the bat with the 6 of Wands. Ending cards, what's the likely outcome? Waiting, which is, it's at the halfway point. It's 50% energy. They could be waiting to hear from each other in this read. Okay, very much waiting on each other. And the last few cards, please. Ace of Wands. I've seen this in collective readings as well. Ace of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. They're going to hold on to her as long as they can. That's what it's telling me. As long as they can before emotions start to burst. There's an emotionality between these two, and they might feel likely the same for each other in this read. Also wanting to start a new beginning like it's yesterday with the Ace of Wands. This could be a relationship that both people are not saying outrightly. I pick that up. There's a lot of watching. There's not a lot of saying, if you get what I mean, with the Page of Swords. But they both want the new beginning with each other. Okay? It's looking like it's sought there, if that makes sense. Alrighty, so bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. I saw this on the pre-shuffle. Eight of Pentacles to Death, to the Seven, to the King of Swords. This is one of those things where it's a quiet effort, okay, to get to one another, to rebirth a new chapter. It's almost like this Page of Swords is afraid of rejection. There could be a rejection issue here because he's holding on to her energy quite vehemently in the Four of Pentacles. It's a strong holding on to her energy. She could feel this at times, that they're holding on to her, the Queen of Wands. And it's almost like a quiet not saying. It's not taking action is another way I could explain it, because effort is here in the intentions. They want to put in the effort. They do love on some level this Queen of Wands already before even getting into something major. Eight of Pentacles is the last card of the pick pile. If you resonated even with a new person, let me know your story today. Share if these cards even match people in your lives, because I think somebody out there could feel comfort in knowing that you're going through the same thing. Pile 1 and 2 was here for you. We will have a daily coming up in a few short hours. I just have to get back to mini personals. All of you guys, thank you for your time, and thank you for loving the channel, the comments. I really appreciate this last year of support. You guys have been fantastic commenting, and just having relationships with one another on the channel too. I see that some of you become friends, and it's amazing to see. Thank you guys for your morning time. I will see you in the second part of this video a little bit later.